All right, final question here for you. If when you watch these things, you watch a driver like that go through red lights, go onto the sidewalk, do they actually face some sort of an offense for each one of those details?
Well, we take a look at the whole picture. Obviously, all their actions throughout the pursuit, that is felony evading. So we have to explain in a report why it's dangerous, why it was a felony, the fact that she's driving on sidewalks, making people jump out of the way. That just makes it incredibly dangerous. So those are all details that we put in the report and get them to the district attorney or the city attorney, and they will make the final determination in terms of what charges to file.
Pacific Palisades now. This is the pursuit that went from the Santa Monica Freeway westbound at very high speeds from downtown out to the west side in just a matter of minutes. Went through the McClure Tunnel, and that Grand Theft Auto suspect now driving in the center divider on Coast Highway northbound off the McClure Tunnel, leaving Santa Monica. And you can see there's a great deal of congestion on both sides of Pacific Coast Highway in Santa Monica, in the Palisades as well. And this is an area with a great number of traffic signals as well, so that will pose a serious problem for that driver just trying to straddle between north and southbound lanes, but clearly traveling northwestbound on Pacific Coast Highway with a number of CHP officers right on her tail. And that pit maneuver is something we're all thinking about right now. If that driver tries to make a turn, perhaps one of the canyon routes, to Mescal, Topanga's coming up, Malibu Canyon up ahead, that could pose a very serious problem. A lot of those canyons are narrow, windy roads, one lane in, one lane out, and they're very treacherous even under normal driving conditions. So Rice, I believe this is northbound on Rice. We're about a mile south of the 101, the Ventura Freeway, about the halfway point between the Camarillo and Oxnard airports. And maybe she knows the area, and that's why she's been able to navigate pretty well from the Antelope Valley into downtown L.A., through West L.A., up Pacific Coast Highway, out of L.A. County, now into Ventura County, and she may be winding her way back up toward the 101.
I see her moving the steering wheel and shaking it back and forth. If you've ever had a vehicle that's running out of gas, one thing you could do is sort of steer side to side and try and slosh the fuel in the tank around to get it over near the fuel pickup. So if we see her doing that at some point, she may know a lot about how to keep a vehicle going that is running out of gas. I thought I saw that, but that might have been a false alarm.
This is very strange. If she's knows what she's doing and is trying to slosh the fuel around and keep this thing going, then that's what it appears to be happening here. But man, this you're talking about this big vehicle and veering around like this. What are we seeing here? What's ahead of her?
Yeah, very bizarre control inputs. You'll see her moving left to right, weaving in and out of lanes. They're actually staying in her lane, but she's adding some very bizarre control movements to the steering wheel, and why is anybody's guess. This is Los Angeles Street, or Los Angeles Avenue at Santa Clara Avenue in Oxnard. Now, we're indicating about 75 miles per hour on the helicopter, and on a canyon road this narrow, only 2 lanes. This is the wrong time and the wrong speed to be driving like that. Whatever her reason is, coming up on a big intersection in just a second here. We've got CHP officers just behind her. I can also see that Ventura County Sheriff's helicopter right on top of that suspect. She'll make left turns and right turns, trying to elude everybody. Looks like a wrong side of the street there. That's Santa Clara Avenue. It looks like she'll be northbound on Santa Clara Avenue. There have been some discussions this afternoon about spike strips or stop sticks. If they've been implemented, we can't tell. Looks like the tires are still fully inflated. And why she's controlling the vehicle that way, really unclear right now. But looks like she's going slower and slower, fortunately, from about 60, maybe 70 miles per hour down to about 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. There is that possibility. This has been going on now for well over 2 hours. It's possible she's running out of gas, doing all she can to keep that engine running. When that engine runs, she's going to lose her power brakes. She'll lose her power steering if that truck has it as well, and it'll be extremely difficult to maneuver. I can tell you there's some traffic here. They're all very aware of what's going on. They see that Grand Theft Auto suspect. They see what she's up to, and they see those police officers right behind her. Now she's coming to a complete stop. Police officers on their loudspeakers going to give her very specific instructions with regard to what they want her to do, and they'll try to keep that passenger traffic away. Out of the car, making a run for it. Looks like she'll run down Santa Clara. She might try to carjack somebody, get inside somebody's car. Good maneuver. They kept running. Now there's a CHP officer right behind her. In just a second, he'll jump on her and tackle her, and there she goes down to the ground. Other police officers, they're right behind her. They'll get her in cuffs in just a matter of seconds. And although you can't see it, 2 police officers right on top of that Grand Theft Auto suspect. A number of other police officers, so they'll be coming in any second now. There's a police dog as well, and there's nowhere for that suspect to go.